So, yeah.
I hear you barking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I suppose people clash, you know. So we, especially with me at times. But wow, that's much more peaceful now. So yeah, you know, you just kind of bump along in life, and I think I don't necessarily have too much of a plan. So I might be going to China to teach in China soon. So that's a completely different adventure, and just go and see what that's all about. I mean,
that sounds deadly.
Deadly.
Yeah, deadly good. Like that sounds great.
Oh, deadly. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of Dodge, yeah. If you're not enjoying it too much.
Yeah. I mean, it's yeah, totally. I've actually been offered a job, so I'm just kind of I've got to go through the whole visa process and all that shit, you know. But yeah, I think I don't know whether it's fair to say, but there does seem to be some people, and this might be wrong, who are kind of more into their own story than others. And so I find that with those people, I clash with, because they do seem to be trying to pursue this very fixed life. Would that be true? I don't know.
I mean, for me, it doesn't. I mean, it depends on the day, so I can't answer. But for the most part, it's whatever somebody's doing. It doesn't, unless they're coming and headbutting me in the face, then probably they're getting a reaction. Otherwise, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, actually.
It's not my business, like, unless they're asking, we're chatting, and it's suddenly become my business. But in terms of, don't need to buy into their thing. It's, well, you know what? It's whatever makes you, I don't know, whatever fucking gets you through. It doesn't, yeah. I mean, it just never cut it for me. But then I went down that road, and when you see where it leads, it's just, that's so pleasant. And, you know, if you're not interested in getting off that road, then, you know, that's totally and utterly fine. Nothing leads anywhere. So then, but you're either going to be open to hearing that or not, you know. That's what, for me, it seems like that anyway. So that's not like some sort of, somebody beeps the horn at me in the car. It's not like I'm going, oh I love you. It's,
yeah,
fuck you. Oh.
Right, yeah.
No, but that's somebody in your face sort of thing, you know, for the most part.
Yeah.
I presume, you know, I suppose, yeah. It's just, I have no idea what I'm going to do. So.
Yeah. People do get in your face though, don't they? Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't seem to happen to me that often, but
no.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't seem to kind of mix with that. I kind of get the vibe pretty quickly in my body. You get a feeling, and my gut feeling, the more and more kind of just, my gut feeling is okay. This won't, like, there's definitely openness to whoever the fuck I'm chatting to.
Yeah.
They probably have no interest in talking to me because I don't know what the fuck is going to come out of my mouth. And so then, more than likely, it's pretty honest and raw, and whatever is happening will come out of my trapdoor. Do you know what I mean? So then, more than likely, that will probably get a, yeah, I don't really want to chat to that person anymore, or it'll be, I like chatting to that person, and I like hearing what they're saying, and maybe there'll be a chup for a good while, and then that's nice too, like, so I don't know, you know, you just don't know really, you know. I think I've always felt that anybody who really gives you the impression of that they've arrived at the station, that means then there's a place where there is an end point, and there is a start point where there's an arrival, and that doesn't sit with floating in space. You know what I mean? Floating in this it just doesn't sit with me at all. That, so, you know, fair enough. Like, I doesn't necessarily. I don't go and say, right, well, I should try and change somebody just because they appear to know. It just doesn't resonate at all with me. And I kind of get that sense, either if it's in a book or in a place, it seems like, okay, they've got it sussed. And then I kind of go, right, well, if it appears like they've got it sussed, then
They probably haven't.
They probably haven't. It's total ignorance to me. You know, the person who probably has it sussed the most is a dude sitting out on his boat fishing all day, saying fucking nothing to no one and just fishing. And he knows nothing about nothing, as he'll say himself, and that dude is the dude to hang around. You know what I mean? That's the dude to say, any chance I can go out fishing with you? You don't even need to talk to me. But
right,
more than likely, that dude. Anybody who knows nothing, really, really, truly knows nothing about nothing, they're the dudes to hang around with, I think. You know?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because then you're free. Why? I mean, who does know anything? No one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you know anything? How can you know anything? Like, any word is fucking totally horse manure. Definitely, from what I can see, any word at all is horse manure. And maybe, you know, people might say, oh, well, you're just pointing or whatever, but that's still a happening where pointing is happening, but it's still more than likely horse manure. You know, if it's believed, probably it's not. If it's believed as a thing, then the problem is in the belief as opposed to the sounds that appear as something meaningful and real. This is total chaos, like, happening. Not that you can know it's total chaos happening. It's just whatever the fuck is coming out of trapdoors and sounds being hearing this.
Yeah. And it's gone. It's always gone. It's always gone. What is always leaving. It's the stream. So how can you know it? You just can't. There's nothing to grasp onto. It's always gone.
Yeah.
You know.
It's the empty, like, yeah. It's like kind of constantly rebooting and control alt deleting itself, constantly deleting the memory. It's the fishbowl shit happening, like, it's the water coming out of the sink constantly coming out of the sink, and it looks like it's empty, and then there's water coming out of the sink, and I mean, I don't know though. See, people seem to know so much. I mean, I read these poems and they just seem to be so, oh wow, amazing poems.
Right.
Fucking this. And okay, that's great, like, but it just more and more, it seems to be big descriptions of what's happening, long descriptions, always seem to be linked to a knower, a knowing. How the fuck can you know, like? What the fuck? And then that's the water falling out of the sink again and again and again. Still, I don't know what the fuck this thing. I actually, what's interesting, I don't know what the thing that is. I don't know what I don't know, what I don't know, what I don't know, what I don't know how I don't know.
Yeah, good.
I mean, that's the end in the mystery. That's the beginning and end of the mystery, as far as I'm concerned, because I don't know. Like, but then you see, when you reach it in the book, it appears like it's got to be true, doesn't it? You know what I mean? This is a book. It's in a book. So, all right.
I don't know. It depends what book. I don't know what book you're on about.
I'm talking about
right.
Dan Brown's book, obviously. No, I'm joking. I'm talking about the Bible. No,
yeah.
I'm not talking about any book. There's a time where something would be in a book and you'd believe that because it's in a book, it's authority. You know, somebody is an authority on something. It's like,
yeah, no, they don't know shit.
Yeah.
They don't know fuck. I mean, who knows shit, and who's going to put into action like whatever they might suggest as knowledge. It's like, I just can't understand. I can't understand that. Yeah, I can't understand it. That idea of somebody knowing something and then me taking what they know and putting it into practice in my life. What the hell's that mean? I have no idea. I mean, but obviously there's a lot of people who know a lot. Like they know how to sleep, or like there's people who are experts on that, or they know how to make money,
Yeah.
and how you can do it. I
Yeah.
think it's completely random. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
how you should exercise. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I
Go on, yeah.
well, I had a tumor recently, and like a bone tumor in the pelvis, and so that kept me out of action for years. Really, like that really fucked me up.
Yeah.
And the doctors, they didn't understand like cancer. They don't understand it. Like, and it felt like that, you know, like the most senior consultant was like, oh, he didn't understand how somebody gets it or what it is. He just said, you've been hit by a cosmic ray, was what he said. He had no idea.
You've been hit by a cosmic ray.
Yeah, I think that's true. That's probably quite accurate. I think that's quite,
Well, it's probably as accurate as anything else.
yeah, of course it is. They don't understand. So, I mean, yeah. But of course, like, you have to pretend that you understand in life. So you put on the show, you put on an act. I put on an act pretending, but I'm quite aware of it. And you start to run out of desire to do that, or I do. I start to just run out of the being bothered to pretend anymore. Yeah, you know, to put on the act that I know how to teach children. I don't.
Great way to get a job.
I know, yeah. Maybe don't, yeah. Well, don't put my name on this. Just put a different name or something.
Yeah, we're going in for a job interview. So, what's your
Yeah.
approach with the kids?
I feel like saying to them, well, you don't fucking know either, do you? You know, let's be honest. Really, what you try to do is to just keep them in as smaller pen as possible to get them to get work out of them, to grind work out of them, to meet results, you know, which is just an insane thing that goes on. Yeah, the grinding, just trying to move them into certain channels of correct behavior and action to meet objectives which you don't know whether they're the ones that people should meet, but the profession just has a momentum of its own, you know. And you just find yourself in it. Yeah, I don't know. And then you pretend, really.
Yeah. If people, so everybody's obviously pretending all of the time and playing multiple different roles with whoever they feel they need to manage. Everybody's different, like whether it's their mother or their father or their boss or their friend or whatever. It's that management, and yeah, but even pretending. Would I have known if I was pretending? I would have felt tired from certain scenarios. Certain scenarios would have bothered me more. Certain corporate-y, formal environments where it would have been wearing terrible clothes, coming in disheveled and saying just whatever the fuck is on your mind and swearing and just whatever, or just totally your mouth really going off and you haven't a clue what's going to come out of it. That's not allowed in the world,
No.
because
Yeah.
it is serious. And they, first of all, you're judged by the demeanor, then you're judged by your handshake, your smile,
Oh.
your ability to laugh. You are to get on,
Political
to tell a
opinions.
joke, you're serious, you're not serious, and whatever stickers are instantly within 15, between 2 minutes or even a minute and 15 minutes, the stickers are put on you that he's this way, he's that way, he's a little
Oh
bit,
God, yeah.
he's a little bit shy, he's a little bit too noisy, he's a bit too loud, he needs to rein, he's too
Yeah.
quiet. And every single thing, all these judgments that you actually place upon yourself, combined with what you think are placed upon you, it becomes a story trying to negotiate stories, and
Yeah.
everybody fucking playing this game. Somehow you won't see that I am nothing, and I won't see that you're nothing, and we can just somehow maintain this charade, even if it's a subtle going to a fucking non-duality meeting, and meeting, there's a perhaps a relaxation in that, because all the stories are kind of going, I mean, it's no greater place. It can appear as really cold when somebody goes rah 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 me, rah 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 my life, rah 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 rah, and all that's received back is okay, that's what's happening there.
Yeah.
Just not entertained. And really, really, the person doesn't want to carry that fucking story. So that's why people, I
No.
suppose, now talk about relaxation, because the whole thing, all of the games are killed. So maybe that's the fucking energetic thing that happens. All the games, there's no place for the games anymore. There's no place for, I'm great, I know this here, I know this much about non-duality. Please see me, please. Me. I have one more question for this
Yeah.
question, and it's on, but they're just not entertained. So I
Yeah.
suppose the very best thing then is the suffocation, and maybe that's why people go back to the meetings all the time, because, well, at least I don't feel the need to play the game there, and even if I do, it's just totally squashed and choked, and maybe nothing can see nothing. But then that's the death is the end, really, isn't it? Then that's the fucking killer of all killers. That's where it's laughter or tears forever. But there was nothing.
Oh, you don't want the tears forever, though.
What you do, yeah. What you do about nothing forever, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the greatest show on in. It's the only show on town, though. I mean, this is the greatest.